The first thing is thank you for coming, especially today is the first day. I heard in Los Angeles today is super hot, but even the weather hot, not like you guys very hot. I'd like to introduce today our host. She is actress, and also she's writer, and also she is a celebrity beauty creator. Cherise.
Thank you so much, Maya. It is wonderful to be with all of you this evening. What a special event to celebrate artists in such a wonderful place with such nice people. I'm so very grateful to be here. We are celebrating the launch of issue number 17, which is for the ACCA Journal, of course. We have two amazing covers. A legend, Joan Quinn. She is on one of the covers. Another cover is photographer Jamie Nelson, who is such an inspiration, both as a person and with the art that she does. It's fantastic. So the ACCA Journal, it is a publication that's both online and in international print. It uplifts the business of art news, artist profiles, interviews, and much more. The proceeds from this evening will be going to provide critical support to further ACCA Gallery's support of its artists. So if you have not visited the gift shop to get your ACCA Journal, please do. You are also amongst many people who are in the ACCA Journal, so it is your opportunity to meet them this evening and perhaps get their autograph.
To start tonight's hot topic and discussing hot conversation, we need to cool down a little bit. And I'd love to introduce tonight our big sponsor, Savani Company. And so all of you have the cool down the water.
Okay, so one of our sponsors, if you have not had a chance to try this beverage, it's absolutely delicious. It is more than just another sparkling water. It is, like I mentioned, seriously delicious. It's a refreshing experience that includes real organic fruit juice. It has 3 flavors: remarkable raspberry, ingenious apple, brilliant tangerine, and it's ethical to the core, and there's no aftertaste. That is something that I noted for sure. I love sparkling water, and this is one of the best ones I've ever had. Siobhan.
Thank you so much. Hope you guys enjoy.
Okay.
Next,
we are going to introduce you, Maya.
Oh,
Ito.
thank you.
Yes, the owners of ACCA Gallery, Carlos Benitez. Can we give him a round of applause for his wonderful work with the ACCA Journal?
Thank you.
He did the layouts all by himself. They're absolutely genius. It's beautifully done, Carlos. So hats off to
Thank
you.
you for your kind
Maya,
words.
and Maya Ito is our international director. She is a wonderful, kind person, and she is the glue that holds all of this together. She is one of the reasons you're here this evening, and I'm just so pleased to be in your presence and to see what you do for your artists, Maya. It's
thank you, Cherise. I'm getting nervous, especially in front of a wonderful woman I always adore, and I always dream about her. And also I always inspired by her. I'm a little bit nervous. Of course, I'm nervous in front of the audience. But before, I love to introduce our CFO Ben. He's a low-key guy. He doesn't want to show up and he doesn't want to speak. But thank you, Ben, and help a lot. So we're going to introduce our first guest.
You want to do the guests first, or do you want to do the sponsors?
I said the sponsors. I love to introduce to audience how wonderful we have 2 artists in our magazine. So first person, she has so many titles. Yeah. So first thing, she has, she is editor of interview. I'd like to ask, how many people do you know Interview magazine?
Who doesn't know Interview magazine, Andy Warhol's magazine? I don't see any hands. I think everyone knows Interview magazine.
Oh, so you must be very young.
Well, you got to check it out. It's a fantastic magazine. It's a classic. So, Joan.
Yeah,
Joan Quinn.
Joan Quinn. She carry many titles. Yeah, the editor of Interview, and also she's art collector. And
she was the society editor of Hearst Los Angeles Herald Examiner. She's a creator, a writer, a producer, and the host of the Joan Quinn Profiles. She is also a journalist, a curator, a collector, and an art advocate. She's been a supporter of artists for over 60 years, so before the womb. Right? Yes. She has inspired over 300 artists, such as Basquiat, Andy Warhol, and photographers like Robert Mapplethorpe, Paul Jasmine, David Hockney, and others to create portraits of her. Names you've never heard of, right? This woman right here has been an inspiration to so many.
welcome to my idol, Joan Quinn. Maybe
I'm fine here.
Oh, I can support.
Thank you for being here, all of you. It's fantastic. And I think the production that you've done, Carlos, is wonderful.
Thank you.
It's really, the quality is excellent, and I thank you for that. And thank you for including me. I feel very humbled to be here today.
It's our honor. Thank you.
It's my honor, really. Thank you so much. I think they wanted me to tell you a little bit about the cover photograph, which is a photograph that I arranged and an interview that I did for Interview magazine about Seaman Sheps. Seaman Sheps was a 40s jewelry designer. He had a shop here in Beverly Hills at one time in the 40s, but he was on Park Avenue in New York. The company is still there. But I was interviewing his daughter, Patricia Vale, and I wanted it to be interesting. So I went to Christophe Demenil, whose family is from Houston. They have a huge art collection. They've been great supporters, the Demenils. And she was a dress designer, so she made the dress that I'm wearing. It's a black taffeta. And Patricia Vale came in and put all the Seaman Sheps jewelry all over it. And Robert Maple, we went to Mapplethorpe studio in New York, and we sat up high on a chair, and he was down low, like he was on a scooter, but he was down low crawling, and took the photos of Pat on one page and of me on the other page. So that's the story of promoting a photographer who then had a big show at the Whitney. He died very young of AIDS. He was lived at the Chelsea Hotel in New York. He was very, very a part of his scene in New York. Okay?
Great, thank you.
Thank you so much. The artists need to help and need to support us. Joan Quinn is a big, huge artist supporter. So what is our next program?
Well, Jamie Nelson.
Of course.
Jamie Nelson, she is known for her eclectic style. I mean, she looks so fabulous tonight. I love the stars, Jamie. Looks so good. She blurs the line between commercial, art, and editorial worlds, and is a living, breathing, artistic statement all on her own. Often referencing vintage culture, Nelson time warps the viewer to a simpler era to provide a sense of freedom from the current cultural climate, which we can all use a vacation from, right? As a female photographer, Nelson conveys a shocking sensuality that uplifts rather than objectifies her models. She draws on a range of influences from photographer Guy Burden and filmmaker Federico Fellini, as well as movements such as punk music, vintage clothing, and motorcycle culture. Her work has been used by such brands as Dior, Shiseido, Saks Fifth Avenue, and her work has been published in magazines such as Playboy, Vogue, and Vanity Fair. Her celebrity clients include Drew Barrymore, Halsey, Camila Cabello, and she's done iconic covers for music celebrities such as Gwen Stefani and Megan Thee Stallion. Jamie
Welcome,
Nelson.
Jim Nelson.
Thank you. We're talking about the cover, right?
Yes.
Okay. This was actually shot for a photographer who's doing portraits all over the world on motorcycle riders. And I said, do you want to do a dream of mine? Help me accomplish this. And I wanted to ride my motorcycle through my pink house with pink smoke and down the steps, which was pretty tricky situation to figure out. But this originally was in front of my pink house and had pink smoke all in it. So that's the story of this shot. I'm not often shot, so it was really nice to be on that side of the camera as well. But yeah, I'm really excited to be here. This is the first of many. I have a lot of work. I've been shooting for about 20 years now, primarily in the fashion world with celebrities and album covers, etc. So it's finally time to really bring me out in the art world and this whole collection I've been doing for so long, and just haven't had the time to show yet. So we're really excited. Thank you all for being here. It's an honor seeing all these amazing people, talented people. So thank you.
All right, Jamie.
Thank you very much. As you know, Magdalene, those days, we experienced and we all grow up with so many wonderful magazines. But today, social media and destroys so many magazines. And as an art world in Beverly Hills, we are the only one gallery publish the magazine. But magazine documentary artists and make artists to be recognized and also inspiring people. But artists need supporter. Fortunately, this time the magazine, we got a few art lovers sponsor for this magazine, so we could deliver the wonderful magazine to all of you. If you want to buy the magazines, complimentary, $20, and then only today you got Jim Nelson, Joan Quinn to sign to you. Tomorrow we don't have signed the magazine. So first magazine sponsors, I'd love to introduce
The Victorioso team, Eugenio and Yelena Cernas. They are the owners of Victorioso Mezcal, which won a 2022 LA Spirit Awards Platinum Medal for Best Mezcal in a blind taste test with 30 brands and 18 judges. The Victorioso team.
Thank you. Yes. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, you all look beautiful today. And thank you, Maya and Carlos, for making all of this happen. I think it's the beginning of a lot of beautiful, beautiful collaborations and relationships that can be built in this particular room. So my husband, Eugenio, is a 3rd-generation producer of mezcal from Oaxaca. Before I tell you about the brand, I'd love to give you a legend of mezcal. So the god of rain threw the lightning onto earth. It hit agave, roasted it, and that's how an elixir of the gods was made. So this is very special product, and a lot of people don't quite understand what mezcal is. It is a moonshine, but it's moonshine from a beautiful and mystical agave plant. And the difference between mezcal and tequila, the tequila is industrial. You can mass produce hundreds of thousands, have your own formula out of blue agave in Jalisco. Mezcal, you can have around 20 varieties of different plants, and each one of them is incredibly mystical, beautiful, and tastes absolutely different. So For your pleasures tonight, we have the beautiful espadín, which is a 12-year-old plant. No sugars, no additives. All our products are very boutique, very organic, very small batches, strategically placed for your consumption. And just come to our table, please enjoy it. Join us on our journey. We're only 3 months in LA, in California, but we're hoping to capture, the hearts of a lot of people that live in the United States. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Independent and grow more powerful. I think that we should, thanks to the ecosystem, men also grow. They're more tolerant, women's independent. And our next sponsor, only the man in the magazine. What is his name?
Zandra.
No,
We're going to do Mihailo.
Yeah, Mihailo.
Mihailo Jovanovic.
He's the only gentleman in this magazine. He's a very lucky man. Welcome.
Okay, he's an experienced financial services professional who has worked in the financial industry for 12 years. He uses his strong financial skill to develop customized investment strategies that align with his clients' objectives. Mihailo Jovanovic.
Thank you, Caris. First of all, I just want to say thank you to all of you for attending this event, and I'm very pleased and honored to be here. I just want to say, first of all, thank you to Carlos, Maya, and his team for putting me on the pages of this magazine. I really appreciate it. I'm going to be very short and brief. I came from Serbia on a soccer scholarship 2007, and I graduated finance degree. Before that, I have 4 or 5 years of professional soccer. And in college, I developed passion for numbers and stayed in business last 12 years. So if you have any questions, any kind of financial advice for yourself and your family, I'm happy to answer them and go from there. Again, thank you for your time and enjoy the rest of the evening.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your support. And our next sponsor, she's not here today, but I like to mention her name, Ian Erickson. She's our collector, and also she is a very sweet lady, and she always supports our artists. And thanks for Ian. And our next sponsor is Mr. Bright. Is Mr. Bright here?
No,
Support, and also we collaborate and also sponsor and many different organizations. Yeah. This time we are going to collaborate with Miss Bragg, California. Today they have a team here, and the director, Antina, is here too. Where's Antina?
Ben's gonna check. Just give it a second.
Tina, where are you? Tina.
Because she just had a baby, and she made it. She with her husband come to support us, but 2 minutes ago she just told me, she said, my baby is crying, I got to go. She got new baby. Of course, we got introduced our host, Sharis. Sharis is all over the magazine. So Sharis, can you introduce yourself to our audience? I think it's very shy, but
thank you so much, Maya.
You're more professional than I do. I think you better
You're doing
introduce
a fine
yourself.
job. You're doing a fine job. Hi, everybody. My name is Sharis Michelson. I am a beauty expert. I've written books on makeup application. I have created the world's first universal beauty standard system, which facilitated the creation of an artificial intelligence personal stylist. I have written screenplays. I am the co-editor of a magazine called El Global Woman that supports women, and I think that's probably where I should stop. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And thank you for introducing yourself. Yeah.
She left, so she's right here. We can wrap it.
Oh, okay. So And also this time is the first time we do the artist group artwork. We want to introduce our audience about our gallery and our artists. And today I saw one or two artists come. I'd like to introduce our artist, and he is a future, and he is he never give up. And our artist Lance Chang.
Lance, we love you, Lance. Lance creates iconic and groundbreaking work that presents the viewer with familiar images that they've never seen before. He uses distortion and blur to enhance the movement and dreamlike quality of his art. Sometimes beautiful, sometimes dark, his work often evokes memories of childhood fairy tales. Lance's photographs are in the permanent collection of the National Museum of Dance. And I am actually wearing one of his pieces now. Not only does he create beautiful work that you can enjoy in your home, but he creates one-of-a-kind pieces that you can enjoy at events like these. He's also wearing a jacket, and his beautiful wife, Susan, created the earrings that I'm wearing. So an entire Chang family right here. Thank you so much, Chang.
Lance, would you like to say something to the audience?
Well, thanks for all of you for coming out tonight. I know it's a little warm in here, but hopefully you've had something cold to keep your body temperature down. Please look around. There's beautiful art everywhere. The ACCA Gallery has an incredible stable of artists. So it's not just me. There are other artists like Jamie and other people around that have wonderful pieces of thing that is eye candy, right? You look at it and you eat it and you want to eat more. So please enjoy the artwork. If you see a ballerina photo, it's probably mine. If you see paint splattered on something, it's probably mine. But again, thanks to the gallery for hosting this event tonight.
Thank you. And also, when the first audience, when you come and when you drink the champagne, that's Lance's sponsor. Thank you for the wonderful champagne.